Our story, part 26, when the world shut down. As I tell these stories, I know I am leaving a lot out. How could I not? We are talking about 35 years of ministry in Salt Lake City. There are whole seasons, whole families, whole miracles, whole mistakes, and whole chapters I can only touch briefly. For many years, I led tours to Israel. I loved taking people to the land of the Bible and helping them see the places they had read about in Scripture. That could probably be its own teaching series. Actually, it kind of is. You can find my virtual Israel tour online, where I talk much more about those trips. But for this story, I want to talk about COVID. Before COVID fully hit the United States, Alison and I were leading a trip called the Footsteps of Paul. We had gone through places connected to Paul's ministry, including Turkey and Greece, and we ended the trip in Rome. Rome, of course, is where Paul was held before he was ultimately killed for his faith. We were staying in a hotel there, and one day Alison and I had gone out walking through the city. When we came back, some of the people from our tour told us that a couple had been taken out of the hotel on a stretcher. We did not know what to make of that. It was near the end of the trip, so we finished our time, helped get everyone on their flights, and sent them home. Then Alison and I went on to Venice to spend a few extra days in Italy. While we were in Venice, our friend who had helped organize the trip called us. She said, "We need to get you out of the country." I said, "What is going on?" She said, "Have you not been watching the news?" We had not really been paying attention. She told us COVID was spreading fast, and that the hotel we had been staying in back in Rome had one of the first COVID cases in the country. We had been right there. She said, "You need to get on a train, get back to Rome, get on a plane, and get home before the country closes down." So that is what we did. She helped arrange everything, and we made it home. Not long after that, Italy shut down. If we had stayed much longer, we could have easily been trapped there. Then COVID hit here, and everything changed. It felt like one day we were just living normal life, and the next day, we had stepped into a Stephen King novel. Masks, fear, shutdowns, empty streets, news reports, arguments, confusion. It was surreal. Like every church, we had to pray through what to do. We were told it would be best for churches not to meet for a while. At the same time, the governor of Utah was gathering pastors to be part of a task force to pray, talk through what was happening, and help think through how churches should respond. I was asked to be part of that group. One of the things the governor communicated to us was that churches were considered essential, but there were guidelines we needed to follow. We took that seriously. We did close for about a month, and I probably should not say this too loudly, but part of the reason was that I wanted to do some remodeling in the foyer. The only way to do the remodel was to get everybody out. So while the church was closed, we tore ceilings out, did major construction, and worked on the building. After about a month, when the work was done, we opened back up. The church during COVID was different. We had social distancing. We took temperatures. Families sat together. But we tried to keep people spaced out. We did everything we could to be as safe as possible. During that time, I learned something I already should have known. The church is the people. I used to joke that church would be great if it were not for the people. COVID proved how wrong that was. For that month when the church was closed, and I was preaching to an empty room with cameras pointed at me, I realized how much the gathered people of God matter. Community matters. Seeing faces matters. Hearing voices worship together matters. Being together matters. The church was never meant to be just a building, a program, a camera, or a sermon. The church is people, people worshiping, people praying, people carrying one another, people needing hope, people needing Jesus. So we kept asking the Lord, "What would you have us do in this season?" We did not know what was coming next. We did not know how long COVID would last. We did not know how much fear, pressure, division, and exhaustion it would bring. But we knew Jesus was still Lord, and we knew He still wanted His people to love others. Then one day, a phone call came. And strangely enough, the next door God opened would begin with an ice chest full of chicken.